Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, for those of you watching the VODs and wondering what the hell happened, that was another power outage. 2 this week. I mean, we've had severe weather, but that's not something I would consider good. Now, the really messed up thing, power went out at like 1:57, something like that. Power came back gone at 2:55. Which is somewhat suspicious timing. That'd also be the second and third power outage I have ever had in the city I live in. So 2/3 of it were this week. So yeah, I'm not super happy about that, but whatever. Okay, there we go, that's fixed. Anyways, we're back. But the timing of the power coming back on is what really made me laugh. I was just like, alright, whatever. Chilling, you know. Checked outside. It's not raining right now. It's very, very, very windy. How windy? I could hear the wind indoors with the doors closed. Yeah, it was really windy. All joking aside, I don't feel bad for the people whose job it is to fix all that crap, you know? Hopefully that's not a trend and it's just storm season, because I mean, I can move again if I want to, or if I have to, I guess I should say, but I don't really have a second move place lined up right now. Not counting the backup option, which I don't want to do. So, we'll see. Now, earlier this week, we had the torrential downpours. We were having flooding, too. I think most of the south and the east of the United States was getting the flooding problems. We had a hell of a storm front move through. Like, I know Bragwin was getting hit by it, and she's quite a ways from me. Not to give away the fact that Bragwin actually lives in Seattle, but still. Sorry, Bragwin. Would I ever consider moving out of the U.S.? I've actually considered it several times. Weirdly enough, I don't really have a lot of reason to do so, and a lot of reasons not to do so. Like, that's a lot of expense, and a lot of effort, and a lot of legality, in exchange for having to basically start all over with nothing. That's ignoring the fact that I'm too stupid to learn another language, so I'd be limited to, like, 2 other countries. So in short, that's probably not happening. Oh wow. There's that, I guess. Go for it? No, I don't think I do. Go, little man! You got this. Ugh. Wow, he lived through that. Holy crap. As I say, there's Britain, there's Canada. And them's my options. Hello, Zalok. Canada's an option for conquest. It's one of the first countries I'm going to conquer, Zalok. Right after Turkey, I believe. So let me bring one. Good afternoon, Groxix. Hey, look, kill all enemies. Done. Although I was hoping to take out the thing first, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, that was dumb. It's okay. I mean, as you can see, my ascension's progressing normally. As is quite self-evident. You know what, let's just skip the glyph. We must research. Always research the Necrons. We must learn more about them so that we might emulate them. I mean, honestly, this is a unique tie-up because we got the Necrons and the Adeptus Mechanicus, and like, there's what, 2 steps in between those two? I mean, obviously they're not exactly the same, but you get my idea. Oh wow. Okay. Like Upon a Time, who is basically a Necron. Like, I think he would be comfortable being referred to as a Necron. Thank you very much, Upon a Time the Necron. Very Necron, you Necron. If you Necron where you want to Necron that, let me Necron. Please. Oh, I should pull that up now, again. There we go. There we go. Of course we got a Praetorian. Why wouldn't we? I mean, what kind of craziness do you think this is? You got it. I don't know what that is. I can only think of 2 Tale games. One's Tales of Arise, which doesn't fit the pattern. And the other's Tales from the Borderlands, which doesn't fit the pattern. Both of those are also Tales, not Tale. Oh! Plague Tale! Plague Innocence. Innocence, Plague, Death, Doom. Plague, what's it called? What's it called? Plague Tale Innocence. There it is. There it is. I forgot Plague Tale has tail in it, believe it or not. Which is funny because the shorthand I use for it is just Plague Tale. In the face! Didn't kill him. Oh, it did kill him! It just didn't crit, so, you know. Let's finish him off. Let's just make sure that that's gone. There we go. There we go. That's so much better. Alright. A plague tail with rats. A rat tail? I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Yep, we're done. Yeah, I got a coup de grace, exactly. No, we haven't seen Wraiths yet. I'm kind of terrified of when they show up, because that's not going to be fun. Okay, we can just one-shot him. Guaranteed kill. Although you rolled a 1, Meat Fist, out of 10. That's okay, upon a time. Nobody likes that game anyways, right? Except for the people who do, obviously. Yeah, if we get to the point where we are actually fighting Wraiths, I'm going to be a little bit scared, I'll be honest. We'll see what we can do. Alright, Dream Whisperer, the south is completely covered. Let's try the northern flank, shall we? Let's check some. That's what I thought. Okay. Get right up in his grill. Why are turrets even a thing? If they can only hit in a line. Let's make sure this is a kill, shall we? Come on, Dream Whisperer. There you go. No need for all that silly pacifism here. Let's go ahead and pop the heal. So here's a question for you lore hounds. Not hounds of me, lore hounds of Warhammer 40k. If it was upon your shoulders to make Upon a Time even more awesome than he already is, what could you possibly do to improve his level of awesome? I know this is a tricky one, and very difficult to accomplish, but if you got an idea, let me know. Thank you very much again, Upon a Time. Very much obliged, sir. Thank you. Do you want to decide that one? Or do you want Blackfile to decide that one? So, Dakota advised this idea, and I have acquiesced to agree with his wisdom. Okay, Blackfile chooses. So, what I was actually trying to say is, the writers of Warhammer 40k have reached out to you, and they want you to decide something that substantially changes the status quo. What do you do? It absolutely is Blackfile. Organize the orcs. Well, that's the end of the setting. I mean, holy shkamoli. I'm not sure what the Tau being able to use the warp would do, other than give them a lot more losses every time they travel around. Let's assume existing new canon is locked in, yes. Like I feel like the retcon question is a separate question, so if we were to go that route. Another Chaos God. Man. Why they gotta be chaosing? Kill all enemies. Okay. Done. Fragmentary translation in process. Necrons fought immense war with unknown adversary. Implications significant. Intriguing, but does it help us now? All knowledge of enemy equals beneficial. We must know their capabilities. Should you gain some insight into the ways of the Necron that can protect our men and women in the field, let me know. So now we have another cognition gauge. That's going to be helpful as hell. Of course, we all know the real answer. And the real answer is... the Emperor dies! Or, I mean, hi. I'm kidding. I'm curious. I like the variety of answers I'm getting. I'm curious what Kiara's is going to be. Shame Django and Taqueta aren't here. I'm curious of their thoughts. Huthor would probably have thoughts too, and Bragwin. So one of those three things, Kira. I like the chaos being crushed down thing. Mostly because the chaos and the Tyranids both have the same problem in my mind. They're too much. They're legitimately too much. Even for Warhammer 40k, they're too much. And the longer they're around, the stupider it gets. You know? So it's like, okay. What am I doing? Nothing. I didn't get anything with that last mission, so I'm just leveling. And I think I'm making Meadfist Death Doom? Nope, I'm wrong. I'm making Dream Whisperer Death Doom. Yep. That would be funny, Niv. Really, Alex? I wonder. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like I can't buy it on GOG. Unless I upgrade to the Omnissiah edition. Which comes with some other crap I don't care about at all, but also the soundtrack. What's the price difference? Oh, it's like $3 more. Except I can't upgrade. That's interesting. By the way, Alex, Warhammer Mechanicus is half off on GOG right now. FYI. Just saying. However, you can't upgrade on GOG either, as I'm staring at the same problem here. I already bought it on Steam. Well, then there is no helping you. You are truly doomed. What am I doing? Nothing. I'm done. As much as I hate to do this, let's go ahead and do a heretic mission. And just for Tecoida, we'll bring... those guys. Information flow interrupt. Additional retrieval failed. If there are followers of an arch-heretic on my ship, I would know more about them than their name. Their crimes must have been grave indeed for information to be proscribed. Information gathered prior to prescription, chance of existence greater than 0. I'm glad you're liking it at least, Alex. I have to admit, I was thinking about what would happen if the warp was just... Let's try that again. Nope. There we go. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked that idea. Everywhere becomes isolated, but a lot better because, you know, the warp's gone. FTL just kind of goes away. So not mere rebels, sub-tribune. They are heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force. We should kill all of them. I am as eager as you to see the threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Calculation partially complete. Likeliest data repository. Archaeological server room. It's Primus. Let's do it. There's no telling which server contains the relevant data. We must skim all repositories. Hi, Sean. Let's see, there's a main entrance, but other ways the heretics could get in. We could cover the 6, go back to back, or deploy scattered throughout the area. We'll do that. You can approach any angle. I will not make any cohort an easy target. Split them up, have them cover all approaches. That's weird, Dream Whisperer. A pair of heretics is already in the Archivum, scouring the servers for information. They have opened up another server nearby, which could easily be searched by a servitor without warning them. We can kill them, access the open server, or observe them. I'm actually kind of torn. What do you guys think? What should we do? Let's assume that the Necrons couldn't FTL either, for whatever reason. Same with the Eldar. There's just... FTL's gone. So what happens then is the Tyranids win. It just takes them a few more 100 years. Damn it. Okay, hang on. Let me think about this some more. Kill everything! Target killed. Okay, the Tyranids get erased. Dang it. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we got that spot. And, oh my god, this is a large map. Okay. Okay, we got this. I mean, it's an accurate statement. This is definitely Warhammer 40k. So first thing we're going to do is kill Crazy Norse. Who's that? That's Dream Whisperer. Alright, let's delay. I still like getting rid of the warp. That's still my thought process there, is that's probably the best option. Because holy crap, screw the warp. Everything about it. God, that was with boosted damage, too. No, not Command & Conquer 2 again. Let's poison that guy. And then let's... how do I want to deal with this? Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you very much, Command & Conquer 2. Obliged as ever, sir. But unfortunately, as usual, you did not tell me where you want to put that. Despite your incredible awesomeness. Scooch over here. This is going to be bad. I know from experience these guys are mean. So we'll see how bad this goes. The good news is most of them are servitors. Ori! Ori it is. Just about every setting tends to kind of ignore time dilation because they kind of have to, okay? In fact, that's actually specifically the reason why so many of the major FTLs across, you know... Wow, that hurt. Across large-scale things like Star Wars or Star Trek specifically shift dimensions so there is no time dilation whatsoever. Damn it, Kira. Fine, just kill everything then. Jesus. Everything's dead. Tyranids are dead. The Tyranids that are being chased by them, whatever they're being chased by, are dead. The Necrons are dead. The Orcs are dead. The Chaos is dead. Everything's dead. There, we fixed it. Whew, okay. I feel better now that everything's dead. Yeah, the warp's even worse because the warp is actually time dilating. Like, no really style. Yeah, like, okay, I'm gonna go head out to see K on this other planet. Oh, K hasn't been born yet. Okay. I guess I won't meet him then, because he was not yet born. I gotta be honest, Tyranids would be pretty high on my list of removal, too. The Warp is probably still my big one, but that's because Chaos. Chaos, Tyranids, Necrons. We just need to get rid of those things. Let's call it there. Wow. That was a good roll, too. Ooh, so was that. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Dream Whisperer, live, Dream Whisperer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Live, Dream Whisperer. Fortunately, I actually saved this guy for last on Poipus. The double good news, I can just kill him right now. And no need to double tap. These aren't Necrons. Down they go. Let's heal up Dream Whisperer here, who is getting wrecked. Yikes. What's the problem, Kay? It's cool. Haven't you ever heard of Honegger? Honoghr. Apparently you haven't, so never mind. Ignore me. I'm dumb. Let's heal. Whoop, that's the wrong heal. Let's heal up a little bit. God, there's just candles everywhere. Where do they get all the wax for all these candles? This place is the size of a city. It's actually larger than a city. Yes, the town. Don't worry, guys. The Tau got our backs. That's a sad state when you gotta say that. What's the word for being destroyed by antimatter? Death Doom. That's in the old vernacular, obviously. Why I gotta keep killing these people? They see me rolling. They hate me. Can kill this guy, so roll well. There you go. Good boy. The word for being destroyed by antimatter. Honestly, destroy is, I think, actually the correct term there. Matter being converted into energy? I could be wrong. I know we don't use it that way in common vernacular. Because, duh. Let's see. I'm just curious. Head over here-ish. Heal him up. You have to have the right terminology, random guy, so that the scientists you leave behind know what to say happened to you. These things matter. To some people. Yeah, let's hope for a crit. We only have a 90% chance, and we rolled a 1! Wow, that's great. No, I think that one was Made Fist, based on the axe. Yep, that's Made Fist. Now you got hit with a slow debuff, Dream Whisperer, so you're not really moving anywhere at the moment. You're just kind of hanging out back there. I think this debuff finally wore off, so yay. Yeah, Dream Whisperer's like, I don't feel like fighting today. Can I not? I'm tired. I killed a bunch of people yesterday. Don't they have days off in Warhammer 40k? Don't answer that. Die. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's true, Permius. That is literally true. Yeah, that's why I keep it in my back pocket, Kay. Just in case, you know? -2 Necron Awakening. What? Does that even apply here? Okay, now I'm curious. Hang on. R&R. Woohoo! What's their R&R consist of? Shooting Xenos. Oh. Okay. Ow! Mead Fist is on the verge of death. As usual. That would be mean, Kira, although you're right, that would never happen. But actually, it's funny, ever since I was pretty young, the most common, you know, Elseworld scenario I would come up with for 40k involves one faction allying with another. Not on the large scale, like not all of the Imperium allying with all the Eldar, but, you know, a joint force and the firepower that that could bring. Get some good groceries next time. Or else. Why not? Can't. Let's delay. I want to see what happens if I do this. Yeah, get some low-fat antimatter. That's what we really need. Hey, Reggie Brock. You know, somehow I don't believe that, King. Oh, I'm crazy. The servitors delve deep. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are data mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Epsilus Damakyath are found and updated. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Epsilus Yabadibla was an archmagos, xenobiologist who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intel we've used on this mission originated from his studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. Hypothesis: the information proscription order was successful. Mostly successful. There's no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an arch-heretic. However, the fact that their followers are present on a mission to investigate the Necron Doom World cannot be a coincidence. Epsilus's followers seek something on Silva Tenebris equals percentage high. And it's our task to see they do not get it. By any means necessary. Hi, Saffron. Yep, we do get resources for killing them. Go figure. And of course, because there's no awakening, we don't get any awakening negatives. That's nice. They're just harder missions. Now we have Servitor Mark II. Oh, we have a new tomb. That's great. So what's the Servitor? Go away. What's the Servitor Mark II? Taunt, which also gives them armor. That's actually kind of useful. Holy crap. But first we must continue making Dream Whisperer an unholy death. Okay, so I was going to ask you to clarify, Grox, because you said put a character into Warhammer 40k. So, it either has to be someone of absolutely ludicrous power, or someone I hate. And there's not really any in-betweeny on that, so... Let's see. Who do I hate enough to condemn them to Warhammer 40k? Comcast. Yeah. No, Sylvanas isn't that. Sylvanas wishes she was hated that much by me. What's this give us? Sure. Well, there's only really two possibilities for the Doctor in Warhammer 40k. He successfully rehabilitates the entire setting, or the opposite of that. I'm on the verge of another breakthrough. I need more stuff. Why do you want more stuff? Forgive my weakness. This is not something I can achieve alone. And you need a tech priest to achieve this stuff for you. Oh, fine. Yeah, the Doctor's like, oh, okay. And then he dies. Then he gets up like, oh my goodness. Then he dies. And then he dies. This place is super valuable. It's a super difficult fight. We must justify this place. There's goo. Let's get these friggin' things and unseal this thing who's definitely not a Catan shard. No siree, Bob. Steal everything. Take damage. That was useful. That one. Yeah, heal from the damage we just took. I mean, I gotta be real, Gontaro Dim is probably pretty low tier for Warhammer 40k. Similar to the Daleks, who are extremely low tier for the Warhammer 40k. And we take damage, and what the frell, dude? Whatever, let's go. I have to shove a villain into 40k? Okay. Who's someone I really hate? Rendon Howe. I deserved better! And then he's like... He doesn't even get shot. He's like in the way as an orc is... Excuse me, an orc is going towards his destination. The orc doesn't even notice him. Why he locked us away from his Necron studies, I do not know. But this is fueling my emotion receptors with frustration. Subject is more resilient than warrior class. Don't we already know what immortals are? We do. Why are we getting this? We totally have already seen this before. We know what immortals are. We've fought them. Must escape, aka kill everything, because that's what all these missions are. I mean, as long as they die instantly and painlessly, you know, I'm kind of okay with it. It's the instant and painless part. That's what you gotta work on. Did I not? No, whatever. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, the orc just is like, and then they move on. Oh, dude, Dolores Umbridge. That's a good pick. Screw her. Screw her so hard. She deserves to be in 40k. For about 3 seconds. Just long enough for her to really comprehend where she is. And then splat. Harry Potter. Von Falkenstein. Let's make sure this guy goes away. Yeah, the most evil character in Harry Potter. That's who she is. No, I'm not exaggerating or joking when I say that. I mean, come on. No. Yeah, Voldemort was a psychopath and a megalomaniac, but Dolores Umbridge was wrong. And now she's dead. The end. Tyranids are like, hey, it's Dolores Umbridge. Nom, nom, nom. And she's gone. That's it. There's nothing left. Leander, could you eat Dolores Umbridge for me, please? Please, I'll be your best friend. Okay, so I need to delay, actually. It's cool, Regibrock, it's cool. She was a crap wizard. Listen, I just want it all to go away, you know? Is that asking so much? I don't want to deal with this. Okay, I know how I want to deal with this. We're gonna do this, first and foremost. Okay, we have a high crit chance. So let's pray for a crit. Please crit. Yes! Okay, good. Now we're gonna get hit in the face. It's okay, we're Nazis. We got this. I don't have enough, do I? It's okay, we'll do this. Is this... Oh, this is Mead Fist. Oh. Why is his crit chance so low? Note to self, check Meat Fist's setup. His crit chance should not be that low. Oh god, Meat Fist is gonna die, yo. Ah, that could be. Yes, we're trying to defeat the Necrons who are... well, we found a tomb, and it's waking up, Joe Neutrino. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a little worrying to me. Like, you know, a little bit. On Mars? No. We're on planet... Blah, 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 blah. I forget the name. Honestly, Meat Fist, get out of there. Yeah, I can't even imagine having a nickname that's only one letter large, K. That would just be... I can't even picture that. One. I don't have anywhere to get one either. Damnation. No, Rojabrock. Not unless you get into ridiculous anime. There are some animes that are just absolutely ludicrous. Which, you know, sure. When you get to the point of throwing galaxies at each other as ammunition, you could probably handle 40k. But that is ludicrous and stupid, so it kind of doesn't count. Let's get this guy. Yeah, he's definitely going to be the one to deal with that. God, it's light years long. That's so stupid. I get it's the point. But I can't move past how stupid that is. Yeah, Goku would probably be like, finally, I can actually stretch my muscles. About friggin' time. God, I've been so bored. Let's delay you. As for you... Yeah, Goku goes Chaos Saiyan. Chaos Saiyan, it's actually one word. No enemies came up with it. Because I thought there was going to be completely honest with you. And he's dead. Oh my god. Goku runs into the orcs. And what happens is just... You thought you'd seen fighting. No. Let me show you fighting. Well, you see, Alex, when you're corrupted by chaos, you get all tentacly, you know, and fleshy, and spikes. There's lots of spikes for some reason. So That's why we call them the spiky gits. Fill this up. Yeah, but the Dark Eldar don't exist, so no worries there. I mean, if the Dark Eldar existed... That's a good question. Is there food in Warhammer 40k? Let's ask the Tyranids! Hey, Tyranids. Is there food in this setting? Please stop eating my microphone, sir. Ration packs, which are of course made out of people. I'm kidding, I hope. I don't actually know if I am. I know a lot of things are made out of people in this setting. They're finger-licking good. Alright, who told you my secret identity, random? They used radioactive isotopes to generate fuel, Alex. That's about all I got on that one. I'm guessing that's where their power gen comes from, too, though. I mean, we know cannibalism exists because children eat the dead. I wish I was making that up. That's still my favorite fact, and by favorite I mean, it's like the first fact I whipped out about Warhammer 40k. Children will murder each other for the right to cannibalize the dead. Because it's a valuable resource. There's only so many dead people going around, after all. Van Helsing? Random? I could totally get behind being Van Helsing. I wish I was that cool. What? What? Okay, fine. Die in a fire. No, really. Don't think you heard me. I would say no, Dissidian. In fact, they're actually repeating lore tidbits that I already knew in this game, which I'm fine for. It's just interesting. So, near as I could tell, one of the things that they've been doing lately is they've been trying to reintroduce people to the story of 40K. Because I noticed a lot of things they've been pushing towards is describing the latest edition and the changes to the lore that have happened. You know, the 13th Crusade, the Necrons, etc. Not good. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. See, I know. Yeah, I heard about the Primarchs coming back. That's another thing. Haven't seen much of that actually happening, but I've heard about it. Kill all enemies. Done. Any questions? We did it. What a wealth of linguistic information. Melab was fond of obscure pictogram forms and context-morphic grammar structures. This will be of immense help in translating the next passages. How much more of the Tesseract remains to be translated? With this, I shall be beyond halfway. Every new passage I uncover gives new revelations soon, Magos. All will be revealed to us. Okay. That's weird. I am not what you'd call a cosplayer, really. I'm not against cosplaying, it's just I am not a cosplayer. The most I've ever done is, disguise myself as me. I can see strange, though. I can do the voice. The only voice I can do is a gnomish voice. Nobody wants that. Where's Dream Whisperer? Dream Whisperer! You must be more invincibly Death Doom. See, that isn't Sayek's cosplay, though, Alex Korbeniki. That was my hair. My hair just looked like that. For a while, actually. What did we just get? Which I don't want. I mean, I get that I looked like Sayek's, but that wasn't even the beginning of the intent. I had blue hair, and I had the cloak. That's all. What do we got here? Probably nothing. Oh, that's something now. That's probably worthwhile. Do we have those right now? Well, Dakota keeps telling me I need to use the normal troops, so let's go get some better troops. Audio quality. Your mic was terrible, Mr. Red. Like, it was unusable audio samples. We're barely holding the line at the tomb of Ubjao. Swarms of those damned flayed ones are surging up. Our own soldiers are coming back to us as skins draped over those things. We must keep the tomb open. Zethmias, actually. Okay. The foulness of this place is not permissible as a factor in preventing us from completing our mission. We don't all have our emotions locked away for your convenience. We can't fight under these conditions. If morale keeps dropping, we'll lose the tomb. I am not ignorant of the morale of less augmented personnel. The situation requires remedying. We need to stem the flow of flayed ones. Let's kill all the flayed ones. I mean, that's a solution, right? The lower passages are swarming with flayed ones. We must seal the passages with bombs. When your enemy wears the skin of your own dead against you, it's the worst thing that can happen, is what she just said. You know, I actually don't know what Archean Gaia plus X is. I've never done it. I mean, there's Zemlines, but that's unrelated. Encounter. Infinite death. Scan or destroy. Like, you know, you do. Flayed ones are like, we go first! We go first! Merlinay is arguably the main character of the entire extant, so it actually makes me happy that someone remembers who that is. You just made my day, Kay. I'm not even joking. Can we... We can. And one shot! Near as I can tell, no, Von Falkenstein. I've done a few things trying to interact with them, and the answer is basically nope. 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 The necromorphs. I mean, when you're the size of a moon, you know. Although they have ships the size of moons, so that's not really a thing, Alex. I mean, they could still probably take you. Think about it. Zungairnish? Yeah, I could see that. What am I doing? I am ending my turn. So let's shoot this guy. Phyrexia? No, I don't think MTG in general is at the level of 40k. Like, they'd be one of those minor factions over in the corner. I don't think I played that game, Decidian. Do you know what it was called? How do you get into 40k lore? Well, there's this game, which is actually a pretty good introduction. For real, this introduces you to the concepts of the Mechanicus, which is a subfaction of the Empire of Man. It tells you a little bit about the Necrons, that is to say the Nucrons. Final Liberation. No, I haven't played that. And it gives you a little bit of insight on how the setting works, and heresy, and violence, and death, and destruction, all that kind of stuff. Yep, screw it. Go for it, Permeus. Whatever you do, don't ask me. I don't know jack about the lore. I'm a dummy. I guess that's not fair. I know more about 40k than I know about Halo. So, that's something. Well, I don't know who J-Lo is, so I guess that makes two of us, Kay. Yeah, Homeworld, excuse me, Halo is another setting that at its highest levels just has ridiculous levels of tech. Like, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, okay. Okay, yep, uh-huh. So, this is a thing. It's a shame I can't knock him off of the ledge. That would be funny. Like, really, I would be amused by that. Yeah, contrasting Warhammer 40k, which has, nobody must win. That's the difference there. I'm gonna leave him behind. The Ratmen are in Warhammer Fantasy, not Warhammer 40k. Over in Call of Duty, random? Let's see if I be understanding you. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. That's an immortal, I think. Yep, so let's just try and kill that immortal in one shot. Which we did. Yikes. Tempted to try a boss soon. Tyranids, Alex. Easy answer. Tyranids are pretty much guaranteed to win long term. Tyranids, Chaos, or Necrons, one of the three. The Orcs, I don't really think have a good chance of winning long term because the Orcs aren't going to unify in the way they would need to win long term. So, actually, no, random. I've never looked into it. I'm aware that it's there, but... Oh, the Tyranids would absolutely win over Chaos, and so would the Necrons. Like, long term. No. Play your turn. If Chaos completely unified, then they would be crushed by the Necrons and the Tyranids. It's kind of hard to defeat anti-warp things when your main shtick is warp. There's a couple things you can't quite overcome, you know? But yeah, Chaos actually unifying is never going to happen. Just like the Orcs unifying is never going to happen. And that's probably a good thing. If we're just being honest with ourselves. As much as I love the Orcs, they shouldn't unify. Except under me. I'd give them a good fight. Kind of point them in a direction. Go that way. Whoa! Oh wow, it didn't tell me to kill everything, and I'd already done it. Yeah, all he has to do is kill trillions and trillions of people, okay? And then we will, at long last, have peace in our time. Yay, that was like the worst possible thing to do. And we took damage. Sweet. So, Marines, Guard, and Tau to defeat the Tyranids. I mean, if anybody's going to unify, it'd be those three groups. Sadly, but surely. Seal it. Hey. No, what we really need in Warhammer 40k is some way for everyone to be fighting everyone else at the same time. That's the real trick right there. What would it take for the Tyranids to be defeated? Godlike powers. And I don't mean the Chaos Gods, I mean beyond that. So yeah, hey look, it's the same frickin' map. This map issue is slowly starting to be an issue. In fact, I think we're just going to codify that negative aggregate we've been slowly building, because it's already codified. Okay, whatever. No, past the Catan. Like, much stronger than the Catan. I'm talking, I can erase a galaxy at a whim levels of power. That's what it would take to bring down the Tyranids. Which, yeah, believe it or not, nothing like that exists in Warhammer 40k. Go figure. Yeah, I gotta be honest, Dream Whisper. I've been thinking about that. I don't think the writers have any idea what they're running from. It's kind of like the whole what would happen if the Emperor died. I don't think they've thought that through. Let's hope for a good damage roll. Come on, good damage roll. Nope, that's a bad damage roll. For God's sakes, whatever. No, that's actually Dark Horse Run. Oh, I don't think he was even here right now. Waste this on you, but die! Anyway, someone asked if I think the Q could do it. Honestly, I've never bought into the idea that the Q are actually, you know, omnipotent, so no. I don't think they could do it. They'd be screwed. Screwed, I say. Actually, not now. Yeah, the Tyranids eat the Q, and the Q are like, "What the hell?" Ah! Nom, nom, nom. And like, you gotta picture like the cutest nom nom sound you can think of. Like, think really cute. Nom, nom, nom. Wow, that was a terrible damage roll from Meadfist. That was a minimal damage roll from Meadfist. Dark Horse may die because of that terrible damage roll from Meadfist. I don't know what that meme is, Roger Brock, but we're gonna go with no. Well, I need resources, so I'm actually going to kill these guys. Okay, Richard Brock. What are they running from? I think I already said this, but it's my honest belief that the writers have no idea what they're running from. There's something worse out there. That's it. That's what we get. That's an interesting circumstance to be in. Oh, it's Dream Whisper, not Meadfist. Sorry, Dream Whisper is the one who rolled minimum damage. That's actually really funny. How apropos. Man, we need to have a talk, Tree Whisperer. I know you don't want to kill stuff, but get over it, man. Yeah, mine too, von Falkenstein. Like, they're not running from anything. They're just running from, you know, running out of food. Meanwhile, Meat Fist is just annihilating everything instantly and perfectly. Like you do. Yeah, get away from me. God, dude. So needy. Yeah, the Tyranids. Richard Rock. Sorry, but yeah, no, that's... Let's make sure that that guy dies, shall we? No, really, style. Is there anything the Tyranids can't eat? No. Listen, I'm not using any Eldar weapons, von Falkenstein, that you know of. See, that's much better, Dream Whisperer. Good job. Good job. Very good. I am pleased, my young Cerebrid. I thought Tyranids could eat solid rock. I mean, I know they prefer biomass, so, you know, it's not like they want to. Poor Eldar. We've got an ancient race that's on the downswing, that's the Eldar, and an ancient race that's on an upswing. That would be the Necrons. Kill all enemies, everything's dead, dude! Mission accomplished. Oh, nope, there's one guy alive, holy crap. I didn't even see you there. Honestly, let's go and just do this. There we go. You got it, von Falkenstein. In the back. We did it! Skitarii should have the pressure taken off over them for the time being. With the luck of Mars, they can hold the tomb. Of all the forms of the Necron, the flayed ones are the foulest and gravest moral threat to our Skitarii. Emotional returns of disgust, anger, and moral repugnance are filling my neurovaults to full capacity. I am moved to pray we will soon be finished with the term of Ubjao. I would totally... I want one of those heavy boltas, but there's probably not even one in this game. Like an Orc heavy bolter? Yes, please. Oh, I've got a Skitarii Ranger Alpha and a Skitarii Ranger. too sure what the difference is other than the stats, but whatever. Cool, cool. It's cool, we're cool. Let's turn Dream Whisperer into even more of a death machine. Come, Dream Whisperer! Embrace your destiny! Nope, not yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Soon, Dream Whisperer, you will embrace your destiny. Very soon. Not yet, though. One more mission. One more mission. We have a third boss now. Ooh. A tech priest! Oh my god, guys, we can get a fourth tech priest. Let's go! Might be difficult to grasp with someone with emotional dampening measures, but we're taking a hit on morale. The Seminaria Militum gives plentiful instruction on the importance of battlefield morale. I am aware of the factors affecting it. Good, because it's impacting all cohorts in the Tomb Valley. We're still working the Skitarii hard, and they're fighting an undying enemy that never runs out of bodies to throw at us. Yeah, tell me about it. Their statement of fact is such that proposed solution will soon follow. Strike a symbolic blow. Kill a statue. To increase morale. It actually always amuses me that morale is such an important mechanic in Warhammer 40k of all things. I register concern and disappointment at your statement. Care that you do not compare the Xenos to a human. It is inimical to all humankind. Of course. Listen, we all know Necrons are superior to humans. Duh. Kill all enemies. I mean, okay. Oh, God, they've got a destroyer. Alright, Meadfist, that destroyer is your job. Everything else is everyone else's job. Because that's a destroyer. And that's what a destroyer does. Get up right at his grill. Actually, go here. Alright, now, it's extremely important to me that you hit this guy as hard as possible, Meadfist. God, he has a lot of armor. Come on, give me a crit! That's not a crit. That's a 1% chance. Why is his crit down? Remind me to check his gear. His crit is down, and that's not correct. His crit should not be down. Here, poison it really quick. Also, we missed a crit on a 65% chance, so that's a thing that happened too. Quick. I know, I kept forgetting. No one reminded me, man. Ooh, Meadfist might be about to die. Like, literally. Yeah, no, Meadfist might actually be about to die. Huh. Okay. You deserve to die for not critting! I think that's the Warhammer 40k response there. Let's see if we can't equalize this a little bit. Listen, he doesn't deserve those good oils. But Dark Horse has got this. No worries. Alright, Dream Whisperer. You've got one job. You got this, Dream Whisperer. You can do this. Channel the power of the Lich King! There we go. We good. We good. We good. Just chill out here for a minute. He is regenerating. It is Von Falkenstein. I haven't seen him yet, though. No appearances thus far. Meatfist is like, oh god, it hurts! Why does it hurt so much? I was actually thinking either that or Buffer Black Vial, one of the two. Or both. In the face! And let's make sure that Destroyer doesn't get up. Poke. There we go. There we go. Okay, good news. The melee guy went after the melee guy. Bad news, Dream Whisperer just got crit. Good news, it's his turn. See you around, Dirk. The game is half off right now, yes. Oh, come on! Kill all enemies! Really? Game? Really? This really is Dragon Age 2. Let's get rid of this while we're here. It is half off on GOG right now. He's dead. I got a job for you, Dark Horse Run. I need you to take out the trash. This might fail. But it did. Anyone else want to spawn? Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, my goodness. We have found a statue. Destroy it. See, if I ever took over the world, there wouldn't be statues of me. That's so stupid. Why would I want statues of me all over the place? Destroy the statues. More statue destruction. know what you're thinking. What statues would you make of? There wouldn't be statues of anybody, except maybe Captain Zeus. There'd be a statue of Captain Zeus in every city. It would be mandatory. If there wasn't one, then we drop nukes on your city. That's the rule. Oh god, another destroyer. Alright, Brigwin. We asked a question earlier, and you weren't present for it. So, if you... No, my giant robots would be like Mega Man style. If you... The writers show up, and it's like, hey, you have to come up with one significant sea change, one massive alteration to the status quo for Warhammer 40k. What do you come up with? Okay, so... Wow, this sucks. Why don't we delay? Why don't we delay? Why don't we delay? There we go. Okay, you take the hit, buddy. That's what you're here for. He lived, too. Holy crap. Good job, kiddo. Okay, now that that's dealt with... The catch with the Emperor being dead is you have to answer a lot of questions if you go that route. Because we do not know what the hell would happen if the Emperor died. Demon Invasion of Armageddon again. That doesn't sound... Okay, sure. Ah, sure, whatever. Let's really overextend. That sounds like a good idea. What game? Oh, of course more guys spawn. I mean, that's just logic, right? Why wouldn't more people spawn? That's really the question here. So, what happens from the warp destabilizing? Pray tell. Let's grab that one. Hey, Papaneeks. What would you do, Papaneeks? Let's go and wait on that. This is gonna hurt, though. Yep. I mean, there's the Olk invasion. Does that count? Okay, I need you to live through this meat fist. You might not, honestly. Let's see how this works out. So, Dark Horse is about to take a hit for you, Meat Fist. I hope you appreciate this. No, we haven't gotten the fourth dude yet. We're working on that. Okay, so that's not an answer, Papaneeks. I'm afraid you fail miserably. Well, we're about to get a fourth person, Captain Zeus, and we've only gotten 4 all total across 2 days of streaming, so they're a little bit in higher demand. So I'm going to do a quiz for the fourth one, instead of the usual method. So, FYI. And yes, it's going to be a quiz about the extant. Because nothing else matters! What kinds of guys? Well, there's the dudes. And that's it, Captain Zeus. Any questions? The question, Papaneeks, is you have to come up with some significant change to the status quo for Warhammer 40k. the warp would taste like chili powder. Really bad chili powder. The kind that gives you gas, you know? Not chili, by the way. Just eating the powder straight. There you go. Good job, Dream Whisperer. That's interesting. So the orcs stop becoming the orcs and start becoming the orcs at that point. That'd be interesting. Nah. The Eldar have a goddess of healing? Jeez. How does it get all the good deities? They get all the crap deities like the Emperor. Can't even call him a god, he's just kind of there. Being dumb. And kind of a dick. Look, I'm sorry. The God Emperor of Mankind is a total dick. He would not be allowed in my chat. Train on him. Can't make it this turn. Wow, okay. God, that would be horrible, Permeus. Well, I'm not telling you the quiz yet, Captain Zeus. Although I suppose I could. Give you guys some time to guess it. Let me think about a good question. Considering how incredibly rare these are, I should probably make it pretty difficult. Oh, it'll be about the extant, Captain Zeus. And if you don't know what that is, congratulations, you're screwed. Let me think here. Hey, Xandrid. What's up? Better to commit heresy? Nymph will be like, nom, nom, nom. Leander will show up later and go like, nom, nom, nom. Of course there's more things spawning. Why wouldn't there be? I mean, duh. Well, while you're there, might as well kill that thing. Negative on the meter. There we go. I do have to think of a question, though. Alright, Dream Whisperer, I'm going to give you a chance to prove yourself by wiping him out in one shot, which you did. Wow. Good job, dude. I'm sorry for doubting you. Alright, was that the mission, or we got one more? A map. We destroyed the statue. Little joy to be had in the Necron tomb, but I took pleasure in watching that statue fall. The resource expenditure of this mission should be exceeded by the benefit gained for jubilation to be justified. Trust me, Skitaria might be mentally tougher than unaugmented, but even their morale is too important to ignore. I am heartened you are not neglecting the psychological health of our troops. Oh, I think that was it. Okay, so here's the question. I want you to name anything about the first major war of humanity. You can name an individual, of which I can think of 3 major individual 4 that were involved in that. You can name the war itself. You can name any of the races that were involved. I'm making it nice and open. But you do have to tell me about the event. Where's Dream Whisperer? And Dream Whisperer is finally getting his last upgrade. Bam! About frickin' time. Dream Whisperer is technically stronger than Meat Fist at this point. It's just kind of funny to think about. Like, Mead Fist has been carrying us, but Dream Whisperer's like, no, I got this. I got this. In fact, I could probably swap out his axe. Which I think I'm actually going to do. Yes, Groxix. That is correct. Obviously, I don't mean, like, you know, the Peloponnesian conflict or whatever. I'm talking, like, the First War within the confines of the extant. Hey, Savacom. See, Savacom could probably answer the question, but she doesn't want to be named a tech priest, so... God, he has nothing. I can't even upgrade him because I just finished up Dream Whisperer. Although Dream Whisperer is a frickin' death machine now. I'm tempted to turn Mead Fist into a death machine, but no, I think I'm going to go ahead and buff up our 4th guy. Start going down support healing. The Men of Iron. Okay, so that's not the extant. It's the wrong setting. Good guess. I mean, it's not even a guess. That's Warhammer. It's okay. That's okay. I think you're right, Von Foxen. I think that is the original war. Not, although I barely know anything about the Men of Iron. See, this is why I didn't say what's the first war of the Imperium, because then you guys would have no idea what I'm talking about. This is also a very good example of why we renamed it. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, of course it's this mission, but it's worth an axe. We're finally gonna get an axe, so. No equipment. Right, we should probably put equipment on our new person. God, we have no augment slots, no nothing. Yeah, I made the question nice and vague, Savacom, so people would have a chance to answer it. Ah, thank you, Regibox. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Let's give new person here. I mean, they don't have to join us in the battlefield, but they're going to. Where's the... gun that I want? Oh, there it is. Sadly, no, I never finished making the wiki. Mostly because the actual wikia is awful, and there's no way to make it so only one person can edit the wiki. And I know you're thinking, well, that's the opposite of idea of a wiki, but I really wanted the format of a wiki, but the only one who could edit it would be me. Because I'm the only one added anything to my own setting, right? So I kind of stopped. I was trying to figure out a way to put it on my website, but that was causing its own issues. Oh, whatever. Anyways. What was Savacom's answer? I'm sorry. Because I don't see an answer from her. Although, if she's saying Valerian's character, the answer is no. That is about 30 years after the conflict I'm referring to. I deleted it off the website, didn't I? Believe it or not, we actually had an MP3... Oh, no! We actually still have it on the website. Huh. I was starting to do a series of audiobooks covering the extant story and lore, like from back to front. Nobody cared, so I stopped doing them. I only have so much time in the day, you know? Wait. So I'm going to have him go down... Is that it? Yeah, that's the buffs. I think. Maybe? Hang on, so that's the CP, which is the other one I was going to go down. Ugh. What's this one? Cleanse. Restore. This is the healer. Yeah. It's okay, Savacom. I know nobody actually cares about the extant. That's why I quit writing for it. Really? So I just lost internet. Better not crash again. I'm getting tired of this crap. I have power. The lights are on. Whatever. These buffs don't look all that useful. I mean, a free canicle, which you can use, you know, for free. It's kind of nice. But, like, that's it? I don't know, whatever. I can't afford it yet anyways. Yep, I'm doing... I should save, just in case. Let's get this going. Yep, we are offline completely. We haven't crashed, that's good. Guess we'll just kind of talk to ourselves as we wait. Hello. We'll launch the mission with Mead Fist, the Dark Horse Run, Dream Whisperer, and Bob. And these two guys. I bring news of progress. The heretics have seized one of the starboard guns. You state this as if it is cause for celebration. It means we have forced them into the open. Now they present themselves a target. If they succeed in taking control of the starboard guns, the heretics can cripple the ship. I prepare a sense of consternation at this possibility. It will not come to that, Magos. We shall purge the heretics with steel and radiation. I don't have any radiation. I got fire, and actually I do have energy guns, so I guess I kind of have radiation. Error, confusion, stack overflow, purpose of heretic activity, uncertain. They are desperate. They are compelled to strike a meaningful blow before they're rooted out. Logic equals no. Referendum, no action without purpose, no risk without certainty of reward. Heretics are pawns to be sacrificed. They are to be sacrificed to be on the altar of justice. Whatever their purpose, they cannot be allowed to achieve it. We must dispatch a cohort immediately. Mission parameters to breach and sanitize. So we can kill them all. Cut power to the cannon. Or, wait, what? Eliminate the servitors, cut the power, or kill them all. Let's just kill them all. Whatever. Yes, good, good. Does your anger stem from hatred, or the fact that they are permitted to operate on your watch? I can examine my conscience when the bodies of the enemies are floating in the void. Okay, so we can do a cunning gambit, attempt to flank, advance steadily to maximize firepower, or rush it! Let's rush it. Historical data retrieved. Blaze Frost passed. Gattori losses 86%. And they won! Position updated. Now we get our bonus. We can eavesdrop. Kill some. Or search some. Let's kill! Take care you do not revel so much in the death of those who were once our own. Those born to our enmity are one thing, those who choose it are another. There can be nothing but death and damnation for them. We still don't have internet, wow. Those will be provided. Open fire! 2 targets killed. Woo. Yeah, these guys are mean, so I figured killing would be the better option here. Oh yeah, that's a lot of hell death is what that is. Oh god, okay. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. You, like, stay back, Mr. I have no equipment or gear or levels. Mead Fist. Dream Whisperer. Actually, you know what? Swap that. Mead Fist, go north. Dream Whisperer, go south. Dark Horse Run. You provide flanking. Let's go! Okay. Of course he goes first. I mean, duh, why wouldn't he? It's only the worst possible outcome. Alright. At least we have, you know, armor damaging. Or, you know, armor ignoring. Let me use my statements correctly. Oh! Internet just came back, so we should be going live again in a few minutes here when it decides to acknowledge that we're back online. So that'll be nice, but in the meantime, while we wait, we need to get him out of the way because Bob there is... Well, he's probably going to die. It's going to be terrible when he dies, and I'm not sure... I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. But after he is done dying... Oh, yep, there's that death. Oh, yeah. Bob's totally dead. Like, for real, I am him. Whoa, they have flamethrowers. Why don't I have flamethrowers? I can have flamethrowers. I can has. Okay. Honestly, let's focus on getting the flamethrower guy out of the way first, shall we? I think that's a good move. So, we're going to use this. And then we're going to use this. And then we're going to try to hit this guy with as much of an alpha strike as we possibly can. Not enough. Keep hitting him. Keep firing. There we go. Now he's down. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yikes. Just kind of scooch over here. And actually, no, scooch back over here. Scooch, 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 scooch. Heal or don't. That's cool. I didn't actually want you to heal anyways. I was just thinking, you know, I could heal Bob. He's the new guy, but honestly, he kind of deserves to die. It's his fault that I brought him here on this mission that he's woefully unprepared for and under-equipped for. And God, why are there so many enemies everywhere? Holy crap, it's ridiculous. Alright, whatever, whatever. God, look at how many there. They outnumber me like 5-1. As usual. Alright, Dream Whisperer. You got this, or you could be crit. That's cool. I like being crit. That's actually one of my favorite things to happen, is being crit. And then being hit again with acid. That's even better. It looks like it's finally reconnected, so I can stop talking non-stop. Nobody wants to hear me talk anyways. That wasn't a power outage that time, just the router decided to reboot for whatever reason. Live! Oh my god, these guys suck so hard! Oh, I hate fighting these guys. Easy mission, my arse. So Bragwin got... What did Bragwin say? Really? Oh, okay, no, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Okay, here we go. It's time to kill. Meatfist, I'm trusting you on this one. The War with the Vorse at year 25. No, actually. However, War of Annihilation is correct. It was the War of Annihilation. I'm gonna gamble on this one. And I succeed. But no, the humans didn't meet the Vorsat for quite some time. So he's got that, and he's doing that. Apparently it's not stable. What do you mean, Fun Falconsai? What's happening? What's happening? What kind of wonderfully terrible things are going on in the world of tomorrow? You know, I hear there's this website, Captain Zeus. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a strange alien thing, you might say. But the first few chapters of the extant are, in fact, on the website. On the front page, even. And pretty much the fact that you don't know about that and don't care is pretty much why I stopped doing that. So, only the first few chapters are there. So I'll admit to that. I want to do that? Nah, I think I just want to live with what's about to happen. Oh god, we're on fire. Of course we're on fire. Why wouldn't we be? God, Kira. Yeah, we're kind of ignoring bosses for right now. Is anyone else seeing the connection? Like, my connection seems to be fine on my end. I know, right? We're all machine. Who gives a damn? I guess the servitors aren't. But screw them. Who's this? This is Dream Whisperer. Alright, let's do this. And then let's do this. There's only one way to find out, Alex. Only one way. And then let's do... Honestly, I really want this guy to die. So we're going to cast a spell. It's called Kill in the Face. Frickin' dodge! I just blew everything on that. And he's like, no, I'm just going to skip your attack because screw you. God damn it! That was going to be a one-shot. That was going to be a 13 minimum damage hit through his armor, not counting crit. He's still dodging? You only get to dodge once, you asshole! Ugh. God, I hate this game and everything about it. This is the worst game I have ever played in my entire life. Even worse than Ride to Hell Retribution. That's all because of these guys. Come on. You spawn on their face, would you please? Alright. Hit him! Alright, you done dodging, you jackass? Here, be a tank for a second. There you go, good boy. Stand there. Get hit. Bob. Shoot him. Apparently, von Falkenstein. That's what it appears to be. Yeah, get out of here, Bob. Who might be Bragwin. We'll find out when Bragwin gets back. Have you ever seen my run of Ride to Hell Retribution, Savacom? Like to leave Hyperbole Land for a second, RTRH is, or RTHR, excuse me, is probably the worst game I have ever played. And I've played that game to conclusion. It is an extraordinarily bad game. Continuing to roll low. I can't even do anything about that, can I? No, I can, I can. Die. No dodging. Just die. Asshole. Alright, now to be attacked by 15 more people. Because they outnumbered me by 1,000 to 1. Of course it crits. Why wouldn't it crit? And of course, then he activates the dodge. Then he attacks me a second time. Because he's a dick. I gotta be honest, I don't even remember all the details. There was a time loop. I remember there was a time loop. It took a while to set up properly. As in, it took me a while to write, is kind of what I mean by that. Oh my God. Would you stop burning me with your flamethrowers? Hey, you don't get to say anything, Captain Zeus. You didn't even know what the extant was. Shame on you, sir. You're demoted, Lieutenant Zeus. If this guy dodges this, I swear to God. There, he's dead. As he should be. Honestly, fun Falkenstein. I spent some time setting it up, and it's been a while since I did it. I mean, Lieutenant Zeus sounds rather apropos if you think about it. The biggest crisis the Empire ever faced? You mean other than the Swarm War, I assume? And the Hatred debacle, and the War of Annihilation, and the Pain incident. Other than all those, Please don't dodge. Thank you for not dodging. We here at DodgeCo know that sometimes you just want to piss off your enemy. You can't really live because you're going to lose anyways, but you just want to make sure that they're as frustrated as possible. We've got your answer. Our expert dodge technicians are going to be able to ensure that we fulfill all your dodging needs. As they're burning to death here. Meanwhile, Bob, who might end up becoming Bragwin, is just sitting over here like, I mean, if you want more details about the Swarm War, then I'm probably not going to tell you about them. Because I'm pure evil. Unless you really do want to know. I mean, I love talking about my setting, but I know nobody else likes me talking about my setting. So, I get it. Let's do... Can I get in range? Oh, I totally can. Oh, Bragwin, do you actually want to be the person even though you got the answer kind of wrong? You got it more right than anyone else. So, I mean, he has the right. Let's see. Do I have enough? Oh, I totally do. In the face! As I say, that should be a one-shot. Yeah, the Vorsat didn't show up until many, many years later, Bragwin. No, see, the War of Annihilation was fought against a individual called the Devourer. Now, I say an individual because he was kind of... He's designed to be the inverse of the Empire, which wasn't even founded yet. So, rather than a group of people all banding together and being unified despite and because of their differences... He is one absolute sovereign who has total control over everything. He had the ability... Actually, he's not the only one with this ability, but he had the ability to take other people's fantastical abilities and completely layer themselves onto him as an additive way, not a multiplicative way. Now, I know that sounds strange, but what I mean by that is, let's say you were to math this all out and say that Captain Zeus is 1.75 strong mage, and K is like a 1.5 strong mage. So combine the two, and he could just eat both of them, consume them, Darth Nihilus style, and in so doing, he would become, what is that, 3.25 mage? So he was extremely personally powerful, to an extent that nobody else was. And he got to the point of where he was just kind of enforcing his rule by virtue of being able to kill anyone who would try to go against him. In truth, the War of Annihilation, you'll notice I haven't named the group that he was leading. That's because it was just a large number of nearby races that had all been enslaved by him. That's why I say the Devourer was the actual one they were fighting against. Once the Devourer was brought down, the war effectively ended, because nobody wanted to be a part of it, right? Let's see. What am I doing? Does he still have the dodge thing? I guess there's an easy way to find out. Well, I mean, he wouldn't devour you, Kay. You have no power to take. You have a gun. It's different. Let's go ahead and do this. And then let's do this. What happened... The War of Annihilation was originally designed to be a conceit to a concept. The idea... No, he'd probably kill you, okay? I mean, he'd just teleport you instead of a star, and you'd be gone. As soon as he became aware of you. I'm not getting to how they won yet. In fact, I was hoping to tell that story in the audiobooks. But anyways, the relevant point here is the whole conceit was... You ever play, like, a 4X game... or a grand strategy game, and you're just developing, right? Like, all of your resources and information and stuff. No, you're dead, Kay. Just accept it. is going towards infrastructure, you know, making sure people are happy, making sure your economy is good, you know, peaceful colonization, that kind of a thing. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Let's... Oh, I got 3 turns still. I can do that. So that whole process is what the humans and the Azimdi were doing. The Azimdi and the humans, that's first thing. No, you're dead, Kay. Dude, just live with it. It doesn't matter if you have a gun. You don't even see the enemy coming. Come on, dude. But yeah, like, that's what they were doing. They were just exploring, colonizing, settling, pushing most of their resources towards infrastructure, you know, that kind of stuff. And then, as so often happens in those kind of games, then you meet someone who is fully war-focused, and they're less advanced than you, and they don't have the infrastructure you do, and they don't have the happiness you do. Basically, by every metric, they are a worse nation, or civilization, or empire, or whatever. But they're military-focused. They have a mobilized army already ready to go. So they start beating you and just crushing you because you haven't been focusing on your military. That's pretty much exactly what happens. They, perhaps naively, were primarily focused on, you know, the civilization side of things. Didn't really occur to them that they might find a hostile alien race, since up until that point, everyone had been cool. Like, they go to space and they find out that other alien races are cool. You know, what I often refer to as the Vulcan moment. Do I want to do that? I think I do. Let's do this. Sorry. So they encounter the Devourer's forces. They're referred to as the Devoured, by the way. War happens. The Concordat, which is what they were called at that point in time, started losing pretty badly. The catch here is that Mr. Devourer is, he's pretty high tier. In fact, I actually still have stories I want to tell about him after the incident of the War of Annihilation. But I'll get to that at some point. The catch is, you can't take him out with an army, as Kay just so helpfully elucidated on. You can't just go after a guy who is a supremely powerful mage with an army. It doesn't work that way. There's just too many ways he can bypass everything. Like, then that happens right there. So, that's not what they do. They go after him with their own incredibly powerful individuals in order to try and figure out a way to, you know, just defeat him on a personal level. I'm not going to spoil right now, but let's just say that they do manage to chop the head off the snake, and that does end the Devoured. The only thing I don't like about that story is it's a little bit cliche, because basically you kill the one guy and then you win. But I think it works in this case because, again, the whole point was it really was the one guy, not an actual nation in the traditional sense of the word. I don't have any points, do I? Let's go grab that. So do I think the lack of emphasis in military is a bad thing? Yes, I absolutely do, and not just because of video games, but because I understand that a military is not just something that's about killing and conquering. I actually understand entirely that militaries can and does serve a lot of functions within a nation. And you probably should have a decent military. Oh, God, no wonder it's so hot. All the fans turned off with the power outage. Duh, wake up, Laura. Just sitting here like, God, why is it so hot in here? Heal? But yeah, it was a top-heavy evil empire, exactly right. I mean, there were bad eggs, I'm not trying to say they weren't, and the fallout from the War of Annihilation is pretty substantial. That's when the politics comes in, when they deal with, okay, what do we do with the people who were following orders? You know that old question. Really? He still didn't attack me? Oh my God. Let's go ahead and heal up. Now, someone asked about something else. Oh yeah, the Swarm War. That's the other one you were asking about. You give them a fair trial. It's funny you say that, Kay. Evil laughter. Not for real, though. That's kind of how the judges really started to come into prominence. Is this the last guy? God, I think he is. The last guy that's left alive is Stealth, so I can't actually attack him. All I can do is wait for him to attack me, and then, you know, get on with it. Meh, whatever. Oh yeah, the judges have existed basically since the beginning, Savacom. Listen, it's your fault for wanting to be a guy with a gun, okay? Alright? It's not my fault. You wanted to be a guy with a gun. The only reason I even know what that gun is because of you. Yeah, they don't give the Devourer a fair trial. Swarm War. You ever played an RTS? I swear not all my story ideas come from video games. Just 99% of them. We have no frickin' things right now. Sure thing, Kay. Oh, hang on, you were never born. Sorry. I'm being a little exaggerative, but honestly, there's no way in hell that you would actually manage that with just a gun. It's not feasible. You have to get in range, you have to fire the thing, you have to see the target coming, blah, 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 blah. A gun is not going to defeat something like that. That's not how that works. You know what? Why don't you just head over here? Just absorb things every time. So... See, this is hysterical. Kay just really wants to beat this guy in one shot with one weapon. Making me worry here, Kay. In an RTS, you have perfect information and perfect order giving, which I know sounds like a weird thing, but what I mean by that is you don't need the troops to tell you, "Sir, we're being attacked by 15 Zerglings on the Eastern Front," and then you say, "Okay, what I want you to do is set up here and there." So there's no delay in communication, and there's no delay in information. It's basically, you might as well be having a perfect mental link with all the units you're controlling, right? So they're all perfectly controlled simultaneously. That's kind of the Swarm War. And yeah, you don't need to worry about troops disobeying, or not understanding your orders, or going above and beyond your orders, or doing your orders badly. No. You may give the order, they do it. They're not people at that point. They're just things that are following the orders you give them. So the Swarm War happened when a large number of people across the entire galaxy simultaneously started attacking everyone else. And they were unified in that way, as if an RTS player was controlling all of them. So they were all perfectly coordinated, as I just described. That's the Swarm War in a nutshell. I can't even shoot this stupid guy. This guy's really pissing me off. I mean, you'd probably get the shot off, Kay. Truth be told, if you could somehow shoot the Devourer with that thing, it would take him out. Who was pulling the strings? I haven't answered that question yet. But I do know the answer. I'll go ahead and say that. This isn't a Battlestar Galactica situation. I do know they do actually have a plan. So yeah, he's got the dodge thing going on, because of course he frickin' does. Oh, I hate these guys so much. You know what? Just get out of there. Just get out of there, Meatfist. These guys are just designed to delay me. They can't hurt me. They can't kill me. They're just delaying me. Anyway, sorry. So that was the Swarm War. It lasted 13 days, and that was it. Now, you're probably thinking, why 13 days? Well, I sat down and did the math several years ago, and I realized that any force that was that unified across that large of an area would cause irreparable damage to everything if it went on for too long, basically. Like a month was my initial projections. I wasn't sure the galaxy could survive a month, so I'm like, okay, hang on, bring it back. And I was like, okay, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? Okay, 2 weeks is pushing it. We'll go with 13 days. People like that number. That's a good one, right? So, I really want this guy to die, and I'd really love for him to die in one hit. Now, the consequences of the Swarm War is something I've been writing for literally years, and in fact, so have you guys, for that matter. He didn't die. Of course he didn't die. Why would he die? He's the guy of Time Waster. That's his deity. Time Wastius Maximus. That's his shtick. The Jackassery. The Jackasserole? I don't know. Whatever. Screw him. One of the most significant consequences of that is that the Vorsat hegemony basically completely fell apart. The Vorsat hegemony was a militant empire that was probably what you're picturing when you hear the word empire. And I don't want to call them evil. In fact, I hesitate to attribute such a thing. But if you're thinking of, the traditional concept of an empire, where a singular group of elite conquer and take over a large number of other things in order to take resources, personnel, and ideas from them to benefit the elite at the top, that's what the hegemony was. The Vorsat themselves, that's the name of their species, were the ones pushing that. You have proven yourself resolutely opposed to the realization of my philosophy. We cannot continue to exist so violently opposed. Something, as they say, must give. Why does he have 5 eyes? I take it I am speaking with Epsilus Damokyoth. You do not express alarm. The functions of my biological brain generate surprise. I choose not to experience it. Then our negotiations can commence without a mode of interference. This is good. What negotiations? You are an arch-heretic and your followers have slain my tech priests. There can be no outcome save the destruction of you and your heretics. I shall give you one chance. The Necrons of Sylvia Tenebris are in possession of technology far beyond our current state of development. Grant me command of your mission and of the Castus Metallicon, and the followers of the Zenerite Creed will acquire this technology for the use of all mankind. I cannot allow that, Epsilus. The Zenerite heresy is a disease. It takes the corruption of the enemy's work and spreads them through the Adeptus Mechanicus. What lies on Sylva Tenebris is too dangerous to fall into the possession of your kind. Then my kind will take it by force. I have Zenerites all over the ship ready to seize its command and control systems. Acquiesce to my demands, and you and those who remain loyal can live. And if I do not, you will die. Then we will die. A shame, but not an unexpected one. August, the ship's communications are compromised. Something's broadcasting from within the ship. We must... I know. It was Epsilus. They spoke to me. What did they say? That they are insane. That they are on the ship, and we have a chance to kill them. Sorry. Anyways, I gave you a hint if you were paying attention, Savicum. I mean, the hegemony really didn't like that war. We got a lot of Blackstone out of that. Oh, hey, Gary! I thought you were doing sportsing this weekend. So we and Priest are... That's a Vanguard. I don't care about Vanguards. Yay, another sector. So many sectors. What is tonight? I do need to do a couple things with the packs, but after that, yeah, I'm totally down. So, since Bragwin answered partially correctly, Bragwin it is. Welcome to the Clue Loss. Actually, I did enjoy the books, Alex. I didn't watch the movie, so I can't comment on that. I know, right, Sierra Mike? I try to avoid that a little bit in my own setting, just because it's so done to death. Like, if you want a story about the Empire turning in on itself, you're gonna have to look elsewhere. Sorry, guys. Well, let's try it. Let's try the Tex Auxilium and see what the buff tree is like. Is that helmet? That is helmet. Put those arms on. Let's give you that. And we're maxed at the moment. Hey, look, Bragwin's not a rogue. Stop playing a rogue. Alright, Dream Whisperer. Let's see how this new power axe is, shall we? That is it, right? 3 to 5, different one. Yep, nope, that's it. I admit part of my disdain for that type of storytelling, other than the obvious, Sierra Mike, is the half of my family that came from a military background, and the other half of my family who came from a medical background. Like, there's a lot of politicking in the hospitals, but that just stops the moment a crisis shows up. You know? You can bicker for the corner office all you want, but the moment someone shows up who's got a torn leg and their ribs are the rib cages open up, then that's the focus, right? At least you get the idea. Do I have enough room? No, I don't. Yeah, we'll see what the reports from the Alpha look like, Bragwin. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, exact same in the military. There's a lot of politicking in the military, but the moment the bullets start flying, let's go. Like, I don't know, that's always been the attitude I've had. I'll bicker and disagree with politics, I mean, you know, whatever, sure. I got my own agendas. Need to take over the world, you know. What does this give us? A free heal. Interesting. Yeah, my first agenda is kill the Graviton gun. Agenda number 1. That's actually a good way to put that, Alex. I kind of want that, but what I really want is to get the bonus boss block, so that's why we're doing these. So, Need Fist, Dark Horse, Dream Whisperer, and Bragwin. Oh, and also these guys. The task of translating the Tesseract continues to trouble me. What do you need? There's no telling for certain, but I feel the next stage of Necron history. I've already learned more from the Tesseract than anyone Tech Priest has ever learned about the Necrons. I return a sense of regret. We do not possess some example of such technical language to assist in your work. Fascinating, you should mention that. Dun dun dun. Neftusk was the architect of this tomb complex. He loved to keep reminders of what he made. It contains technical descriptions, and they're not going to be easy to get to. Let's do this. Let it not be said that we came this far and stumbled at the threshold, is what he said, because he's far more eloquent than I am. You know, okay, I know you weren't here for it earlier, but we were talking about what could best Warhammer 40k, and my answer to that was anything, any ridiculous, stupid anime, because there are several animes that just take scale and fling it out the window, you know? So thank you for proving my point. Hey, Resident Ark, I don't know which of you that is, but hi, dude, what's up? How are things going over at the studio? Let's record. Well, that was kind of worth it. Let's do Glyph. Let's do Glyph. Okay. Hi, Mike. I'm tired. I'm always tired. That's my secret, Captain. No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Trying to... Ooh. I'll let you decide, Mike. Should we dissect the enemy gun or inspect the enemy gun? Both of these are probably a bad idea. Actually, you know what? That's a good point, Alex. Borsk Filia, as much as he pisses me off, always put down the politics when things got real. The only reason this is my opinion, I should say, the only reason he didn't put the politics down earlier was he didn't really understand the threat that Thrawn was producing. He thought it was just another Imperial warlord for just another cleanup action that they've been doing for 5 years at that point. So dissecting it is. Oh, good choice, good choice. We didn't die horribly, which is what I was expecting to happen. Thrawn's Awaken. You play the FF7 demo yet? This should not have been expected. Margos is creating and demanding a lot of power. We can siphon the power, sever the power, or survey the power. Well, I mean, think about it, Sierra Mike. Most people weren't really in the know on how much of a threat Thrawn really was. How could they be? And they had had the Galactic Empire on the run for, like I said, 5 years solid at that point. It's like if you're playing Civ 5 and all of a sudden a barbarian camp shows up and you're like, okay, whatever. You know? Business as usual, let's go. Let's see, cut the cable. Let's try to steal some power. That was an extremely bad idea. Of course. I make a decision, and it's terrible. Mike makes a decision, and it's the correct decision. Why does this not surprise me? Oh, no. Wait, no. No, is that what I think it is? Personal recording equals play. Subject captured. Source of origin unknown. This creature is created of the same material that makes up the tomb walls, a form of living metal that I'm still unable to diagnose the molecular properties due to its ever-shifting state. And that is a destroyer. We already know what destroyers are. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We know what destroyers are. Yeah, that's a tomb spider. Lisa, people's gonna die. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Where's Bragman? You kind of get in cover right now. Let's get Dark Horse up here. Let's get Mead Fist up here. And let's get Dream Whisperer up here. Let's go. Yeah, the Scarabs decided to be like, hi. Oh, God, what are those things? Do they have actual turrets? If I still had my stomach, it would be regurgitating bile. This is a vile development. No, there's worse. There's so much worse. Much worse than that thing. Okay, this is gonna suck. What do I have right now? Makes them hit like a truck. Next turn. Who's coming next? Looks like Dream Whisperer. Let's go ahead and do that to... where's Dream Whisperer? Which of these is Dream Whisperer? That one. Okay. So Bragon buffs. And let's reposition a little bit further forward. Ooh. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's reposition over here. Let's get in cover. Yeah. Alright, Dream Whisperer, I need you to kill something in the face. Oh my god. Yep, that is a heavy destroyer. You were right, guys. Wonderful. It's okay, the music changing definitely doesn't mean this is a boss battle or anything. We're definitely not about to die horribly, guys. We got this. Stop the hang test, I don't need that anymore. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna use that. Make your next attack cheaper. We're going to make your next attack hit for more. And then we're gonna hit it with everything we got. Okay, now the good news is it's dead. The bad news is it's not dead. So I'm going to go ahead and waste an attack to fully kill that thing. And now I'm going to retreat. Get the hell out of Dodge. Just kind of chill there a minute. This is Meat Fist. I don't need Meat Fist yet. What I need is somebody who can shoot. Like right there. Of course, now Mike's gone. I was just realizing he never answered my question, or I didn't actually ask it. Mike, what do you think of the demo? Because I didn't get to ask. Okay, so I need to hit him. Do I want to go after the turret? I don't even know what the destroyer has. I haven't played it yet, obviously. No time. Let me ask you this, Mike, because I know a lot of people have been on one or the other side of this debate. Do you think the story should be changed at all? Let's see. Honestly, I'm going to try and nuke the destroyer in the face. I don't know what its armor is, but it's about to be a little less. And let's see what this can do. It's not down. That's terrifying. That was a fully buffed nuke in the face with the armor ignoring attack right after it. See you around, Alex. And it's still going. Back off. Back off. So you can already see the changes in the demo? I suppose would be the follow-up question there. Well, I'm sure it's hurt. It's just, I don't know how much, of course. I'm kind of busy to check. Although I guess I could check. Let's check. Let's blow a thing. Let's find out. Okay, he's at 4 health. He's got a lot of armor of both types, too. Yikes. Okay. How do I want to do this? We're gonna do this. Just wait. Just wait. Say they're probably gonna summon ads. Of course they are. Why wouldn't there be more guys to kill? And it's just a cryptic. That's all. That's great. Take my point there. Thank you very much. I was hoping they would advance a little bit. Let's not summon any fodder yet. Let's delay. he spawning more scarabs? He is. Oh my god. I really want that destroyer to get closer, or just something. They have like a killing field of hell over there. I'm trying not to get into that. The moment I go past my barriers here, I'm gonna die. Meanwhile, they're repairing the heavy destroyer, because of course they are. Okay. Part of the reason I asked the question, Mike, so of course I'm on the change side of things. I would prefer to change. If I was in charge of a remake of any of the FFs, I would absolutely change stuff. Duh, right? That's just the way I think. Of course, the hard part is making those changes actually good. We're going to try one more shot at this guy. The big guy. Yeah, actually FF3 is my first pick for a remake. I know exactly what I'd do with it. And then FF8. Then 2, 1. Probably 4, honestly. Then we get to the really good ones. 5, 6, and 9. Because I know that sounds strange, because 4 already has a proper remake, but I mean, that was 16 years ago at this point, and it hasn't aged all that great. Honestly, there's still some pretty significant problems with it. Alright, come on, good roll. Okay, heavy destroyer is down. I'm gonna have to blow my other attack just to double tap it, but we're gonna do it. Get rid of that thing. Go away. 1 was actually the first remake. Regibrock. That was the very first one. 1 and 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 7. They just kind of stopped doing remakes for a bit there. Let's go and get the stats on the spider. Okay, that's not as bad as I was thinking. That just means we need to melee him. I'm with you on that, Mike. I mean, obviously I don't know the specifics, but I understand the concept. I know several things, excuse me, that I would think of as betraying the heart and soul of the work in question. That's always the trick, though. As horrible as that sounds, like, from a creator perspective, you know, how do you change anything without someone thinking you're changing the heart and soul of the matter? I feel like that's a no-win scenario. Let's keep you back here, Bragwin. You just kind of chill, okay? Just chillax. It's cool. Do I want to melee? Yeah, I do. Let's get up there. We're gonna use their own side cover as our own cover for a bit, and rip some resources out of their tech because, of course. I suppose we'll see in... Let me see here. Just a little over a month now, isn't it? Till the full... Well, till the full game. Till the first episode comes out. Let's just get some health on the Immortal visible here. Usually I don't go for... Honestly, let's just fill that up. Wrong finger. There we go. Yeah, retcons is the other big issue, in my opinion. Way too many retcons in the modern era. Like, I get it, but holy crap, people. I'm gonna do something incredibly risky and send Meadfist right into hell there. Hell, this very series, Warhammer 40k, just had a major series of retcons. Like Huthor. Huthor retcons everything, constantly. It's all he does. It's like, damn, man, pick a side. Jeez. Okay, that has no armor, but we still need to boost to kill it. Uthor, got a question for you. For real. What? Oh, duh. I'm stupid. Okay, I have a 66% chance to kill this guy. Okay, we're good. We're okay. We're okay. One turret down. Let's scooch. Come on, give me a 3. Give me a 3. Yes. Okay. Okay, Meatfist, you are gonna get wrecked next turn. Actually, no. Just get out of there. Because that's an immortal. Hang on, hang on. So, if you had to do one big sea change that specifically changes the status quo to the current continuity of Warhammer 40k, what would you do, Uthor? What would you go for? Of course there's extra Necrons. Why wouldn't there be? Nope. Meanwhile, Bragwin's back here just kind of chilling. Chilling, you know. Bragwin, could you put some... Oh, no, you can't. Sure, Uthor. Oh, no, if you want to answer, go ahead, Kay. Although, making everyone nice, like, what would you do from it at that point? Like, okay, everyone's now not horrifically evil. How does that work? In Warhammer 40k. Oh god, what would you do with Horus? Nobody likes that guy. Let's not sprint. Let's not spend the points. Oh my god, frickin' Tomb Spider. There are 3 scarabs on the field right now. Like, no, I'm willing to listen, Kay. I'm just, you know, you gotta go somewhere with it, man. That's all I'm asking. Help me help you. Yeah, Horus is like, alright, time for the 14th Crusade, and then he wins. I don't actually know, but... Come on, crit. Come on, crit. Come on, crit, crit, crit! That is not a crit. That's the opposite of a crit. But guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, if Horus comes back and there's no one to check him, like, that's... How the hell is that going to work out? I mean, Abaddon is an idiot. Absolutely. I don't think anybody would disagree that Abaddon is a moron who they need to just kind of eject from continuity. God. There's a reason we call him Failbadon the Harmless. Alright. Let's lower our threat level a little. Okay. Do I have... I do. I want to do that? No. Yeah, Horus just kills Abaddon. Just like, hi. And that's just the end of it. It does sound like wish listing, although I'm curious what they do. Like, what the Emperor would do if he actually got up. I mean, that's been the question for forever, hasn't it? I have literally debated that question with friends since, like, 2005. So far this back, I can think of that one. Let's just get another point going. Okay, so now we just have thousands of scarabs to deal with. Thousands -1 scarabs to deal with. Thousands -2 scarabs to deal with. This is a good trend. We should keep this going. Alright, let's scooch. Do we have? No, we don't. Okay. Roll high. God, he is, Huthor. It's an apt way to put that. I would agree with that, Kira. As I've said before, ejecting Abaddon is something I would be tempted to do. I'm not sure if I would, but it's a tempting thought. Poke. Down you go. Yeah, horses. Horus is probably closer to Vitiate than anything else, for being honest. We don't get the power level. Let's just leave it there. Ooh, I got another one for you, Mike. If you're here. Which you're not. Nope, he's right there. I've heard a lot of people try to explain FF7's combat model. And the question basically boils down to this. If you had a choice to push it more towards Kingdom Hearts 3, would you? Specifically the combat, not the leveling, not the boss design, just the combat, the way the combat actually runs. Let's scooch you here. Brigwin, I need you to double tap him. Oh, that would be funny. That's exactly what we need. Imperial Civil War. Alright, what I really need is for him to die. Well, yeah, it's just like the first reactor mission or something, isn't it? 40 minutes. Which makes sense. It's a demo. I get it. Okay, so Horus is back. And Emperor Jackass is back. Do I have... I do. Yeah, let's just kill him. In the face! Alright, so all that's left is the scarabs. Whew. This has been a mission. What do you want to bet? We're going to get there and it's going to be like, here, let me spawn 15 more enemies. Kill them all. Seriously, what do you want to bet? Okay. I was just curious because, like, FF15 was the other thing it was compared to, regarding to you, Mike. And, I don't know, FF15, I didn't really care for the combat in all that much. The leveling was fine, but the combat was just kind of... Too little meat. Too little action-y. A friend of mine played it on classic mode. Okay, good, because I don't want it to be like FF15. A friend compared it to... or, excuse me, played it on classic mode. And he said it felt just fine doing it that way, so... Bringing the big guns. Oh my god, of course the... Well, yeah, because you could kind of mindless your way through 15's combat. And by kind of, I mean, you absolutely could mindless your way through 15's combat. Like, 15's combat was pretty, but... Hey, what do you know? Kill all enemies. Frickin' called it. Are they spawning anything, though? Looks like they didn't. Good. End game. Or end mission. Holy crap. I'd like to think the Blood Ravens wouldn't, but that's probably my idealism talking. We're so close, Margot, so close! I feel just one more iteration of my custom translation loops, and I know I'll have the entire Tesseract Vault translated. My emotions conflict, Xenobiologist. I examine my quarantined enthusiasm, and I see it born of the possibility that whatever happens on Silva Tenebris, our legacy shall be the data you have uncovered on the history of the Necrons. Yet, I also feel concern, which I judge to stem from the potential dangers of this potent alien knowledge. I have purged my soul in the chapels, I have prepared my mind with Logicae medications. Even my cranial augmentations have been reformatted. I am ready. Whatever the Tesseract has to tell me, I'm ready for it. This is gonna go so badly. I can't wait. Oh, damn. So I can either choose the corrupt evil religious order or the corrupt evil jackass? Okay, the Blood Ravens are gonna go over here. Blackjack, hookers. Yeah, what's up, Mike? I keep wanting to say Resident Arc. I'm so used to just reading the name in chat. What's up? Okay, so we did get an increased enhancer, which I really want to give to Dark Horse, I think. So where's Dark Horse? Look, I'm just saying, the third faction idea suits so many factions, or so many fictions, excuse me. It's actually kind of funny to me. Oh, I don't have enough room, do I? I don't. What am I willing to lose for that? The heal. Where's Bragwin? Bragwin. Bragwin. I shove experience down your throat. Oh, God. I mean, that would make sense, Schmeidolf, really. And there's been a lot of theory crafting that the Emperor is either multiple people or what we've been calling the Emperor is multiple people. She's actually a buffer right now, but eventually she'll be a healer in Dream Whisperer. She's going to be a buffer healer. So I'm assuming you started with Season 1. I'll just assume that's a yes. Babylon 5, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. And you're probably thinking, of course I did. There's other places to start, that's why I asked. Let me look at the episode list for Season 1, because if the show hasn't started to catch you by a certain point, then it's not for you. And obviously the end of Season 1 is definitively the point at which the plot really gets going, but things start to get moving as of... I'm going to try to say this without spoiling here. Let's go with... Give me a second. So episode 13 is when the plot really starts to kick into gear. Plots, I should be more specific. But if you're up to 5, that's infection. I mean, the answer is generally yes. The problem is Babylon 5, it's hard to really describe Babylon 5. It's not really like a lot of other shows. It was very ahead of its time, but massively hampered by budget and technology. there's only so much they could do with what they had back then. Like, if you imagine the way shows are made now, that Babylon 5 was, you know, basically the front runner of all of that. But again, this is a show from the late 90s. So if you can tolerate the CGI issues, if you can tolerate some bad acting, because there's some bad acting in there, unfortunately, I hate to say wait until episode 13 to see if you really like it. But that is kind of my thought on that. There's also episode 12, which I actually really like. It's probably one of the first episodes that really gels with me. But I don't recommend skipping season 1. I never recommend that because it's a string continuity show. And you kind of need some of that stuff. Let's see what missions we have. Yeah, we got time. Oh, it's definitely... I feel you on the average thing. There's moments in that show, even when it gets good, that feel like they should be epic, and I feel nothing. You know, it's just deflating. And I really feel that a lot of that is because of the limitations at the time. It's, I like to refer to it as intellectually invocative rather than emotionally invocative. I can process from a third-person, distant perspective that this is this big, epic thing. Emotionally, in the moment, I'm just like, okay... And like, I'm not going to name any specific scenes, but all I'm going to say is, get the hell out of our galaxy. Like, that scene probably should have had a lot more impact than it did. No spoilers, just... yeah. The Mechanicus staff on the Caestus Metallicon have asked my assistance, but my force is already stretched thin and I cannot spare any manpower. Do you believe my tech priests have such spare time and resources in abundance? The staff were insistent. One in particular, a ferrosurgeon, Caligulix. A Skitarii unit carrying several of her experimental biogenics has been lost in the tomb of Melob. They demand their experiments be recovered. It is... Love the voice acting. It is concerning that the Mechanicus staff are in the habit of using our Skitarii units for bionic experiments without consulting the Magos in command. Still, that does not mean the request is without merit. So let it go. I know, Pyman. One other thing you should probably be aware of, Mike. Season 4, they thought the show was getting canned. And they really wanted to push out the story before the show got canned. So, what was supposed to be Season 4 and Season 5 got smashed into Season 4. And it really shows at times. You know, they just race through plot arcs. Then the show got renewed. And they're like, well, now we have to do a Season 5. Again, no spoilers, but that's the behind the scenes on that. Oh, it was so much worse. Babylon 5 started out on a network that's so esoteric and random, I can't tell you what it is because I don't remember their name. They did a massive relaunch further into the show. And then, you know, that's basically when most people heard of them, myself included. But, yikes. I'm not going to say any spoilers for Season 5, except that I didn't like what they did, well, I didn't like what they did around Lita. Let's put it that way. There's still good stuff in Season 5. I'm not trying to dismiss it. It's just, it really shows that they just kind of had to come up with something on the fly. Because they did. Alright, what's our setup? Oh, it's this map again. Okay. The repeating map issue is starting to be more and more of a thing. I might have to... Oh, I already did add that to the negative, so never mind. Hey, Andrew. Welcome to WOG. Except we're not playing the Orcs. So, of course, he goes after Bragwin. Like you do. I mean, I go after Bragwin every day. I should stop joking. When it gets to the point where viewers actually ask me if I'm dating you, maybe I should stop joking about that on stream. Like, I've gotten that question several times in the last month or so, and it's like, no, she's just a friend. I mean, I shouldn't say just. She is a good friend, and she knows how to take a joke, but... Like, I can't make that joke about Permeus. Yeah, Permeus and I are totally dating. Yeah, there's... He got me this. There we go. It doesn't even fit. It doesn't... I want to kill this guy. And I want to save my things. So let's do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. We used to have several women on stream, actually. And I guess we still do. It's just, you know, I don't blame people for not ousting their gender on the internet. Arise! Let's get a little range. Wish there was a thing over there. There's probably going to be one in the middle again. Meadfist, I'm going to trust you over there. Dream Whisper... Let's get this one going. Yeah, go ahead, Uthor. What do you got? You hate me, and you want me to die, and honestly, we just need more stories that have nothing to do with the Imperium of Man and Chaos. And I'm with it! I'm so sick of both stories. Like, I keep wanting to get into the Imperium, and I keep failing at it. The only time I've ever really liked the Imperium is Dawn of War 1, Dawn of War 2, and both of those are the Blood Ravens, and Space Marines, which I think is the Ultramarines. The Space Marine, the game, I mean. Other than that, it's like, meh. This should be a guaranteed kill. That's because it is. Bye. Alright, end your turn here. I want to get those cognitions. That's an old habit of mine, Uthor. Male and female is what I've referred to people as since I was in high school, actually. But if you prefer, I'll do it with a fringy voice, you females. Honestly, I don't know how you people tolerate your females being on the internet. It's just horrible. Ah, that weirds my throat out. What is that guy? That's just a warrior. I'll never stop, Captain Zeus. See, what you gotta do is you gotta make sure you have an intimidating voice. That way people will take you seriously. I'm not gonna blow the cooldown on him. It's a guaranteed shot. Boop. In fact, let's even double tap. Go away. No, nobody clipped that. Nobody clipped that. That is not clip material. God, that costs so many. I mean, the Blood Raven were kind of invented for the games. That's why they don't really have lore, to my knowledge. Feel free to correct me if I am incredibly wrong. I actually asked earlier what rogue traders were, and the response was adventurers. It's the D&D of Warhammer 40k. But until today, I didn't know that, so... Ooh. So, Bragwin just got a new spell. Plus 2 damage to all Tech Priest on their next attack. Boop. This is why Bragwin is in the party, right there.
You see, Savicom understands what it's like being a female.
I'm gonna stop that now. And I'm probably never gonna do that again. That's Made Fist. I don't want. Let's go ahead and scooch. See what happens here. Nope, we're good.
No, then I'll just say, welcome to Drazana.
You pay it, you buy it. Oh my god, that's gonna hit like a truck. That's just gonna kill him. That is a guaranteed kill. Sheesh. Yeah. I'll take it. Put the double tap in there. No, let's not waste the CP. Hey, so, now that you're double buffed by Bragwin. You know, like you do. Really, Kira White Noise? I didn't actually know that. The Psyker thing. Let's go ahead and get some cognition going on. We've got a Cognator, a buffer. We're gonna have a healer later. Yeah, no, I get you, Thor. I don't want to do that. Yes, I do. Delicious. Kill all enemies. Okay. All enemies are dead. Signs of a firefight cover this chamber. Gauss rifle and rad rifle shots. It's likely the lost Skitarii unit passed through this way. So we can investigate. Excuse me, we can investigate the chamber, investigate the enemy, or investigate the Skitarii. What do you think, guys? That's a good idea, Nev. Let's turn into Tyranids for a second. God, could you imagine playing a Tyranid XCOM style game? Special attack. Nom nom. Has to be in melee range. Immediately begin eating the target. Does X damage every round until the target is consumed. Alright, chamber it is. Ugh, that was a bad idea. Alright, what do we got? I don't want to get over there. Up or down, guys? Up or down? Up or down? Up. Ooh. That one. Nope, that was the wrong port. Zerg XCOM. I mean, I'd play that. I'd play the hell out of a StarCraft XCOM game. Examine. Yay! No gene stealers. No gene stealers. Honestly, the way you'd make a StarCraft XCOM game work is you'd have to use point values for deployment. So, like, the Protoss could field 1 Zealot, whereas the Zerg could field, like, 8 Lings, for example. Alright. Is this a kill-all? Of course it is. All the missions are kill-all. Ooh, that's... Ooh. Okay. Let's put you over there. Let's put you over here. Let's put you over here. Brig, when you back him up. Let's go. What? They have buffing nodes. Well, if I say lings, I'm referring to zerglings. So, zerglings. And of course he goes for Bragwin. We already made that joke. That one didn't go for Bragwin. Right? Please don't. Bragwin's low on HP. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and commit to this. Okay, good. They have no physical armor at all. So we're just gonna kill him. Guaranteed. Guaranteed kill. Go. And scooch up to the other guy and get right in his grill. And then I need you. No. Did I reference the Zerg in FF2? The Zerg Swarm is a faction/species/classification of species. It's hard to explain. From StarCraft. Which is actually one of my favorite settings, believe it or not, despite the fact that it has so little development. I'm gonna heal Bragwin instead of myself, because she's squishy. We need to fix that. Squish, 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 squish. Reaper swarms. So that guy does have physical armor. Ah, so it'd be like the swarm on Ire after the Overmind died, right? Wow, still can't kill him. Tyranids. Tyranids would absolutely annihilate the Zerg. I love the Zerg and I love StarCraft, but the Tyranids are on a whole different level. They would wreck the swarm. Can I get into a position to shoot him? Oh, looks like no. I can shoot that. Yet nothing from StarCraft would stand a chance against Warhammer. Not a single thing. Yeah, the Zerg are a more down-to-earth Tyranid in basically every way. In individual power, in horror factor, in size, and how they operate, and how they adapt. You know, Zerg have to have, you know, what is the equivalent of scientists and experimentation and, you know, tech labs in order to augment and change and adapt. The Tyranids just eat things. And yeah, it takes them months of iteration to evolve. They actually do properly evolve for the most part, rather than mutilate. Or mutate, excuse me. It's like, Sean! Thank you very, very much, Sean. You got it. I will put those Kefkas towards Shantae. And thank you, as always, sir. I think I'm going to wrap up after this mission, because I have a couple things I need to get done today. This is a good time to mention I'm not streaming tomorrow. That's actually kind of unusual, I know. It's just a coincidence of scheduling, so I'm not streaming at all tomorrow, FYI. But I will be doing the second stream on Sunday to try and compensate for that, even though that still leaves me one shy, but whatever. So FYI. Wait. A holiday. You don't know me very well. Brigwin, I want you to ensure that Dream Whisper kills the crap out of something. Damn those tax returns. Shake fist. Hey, Savacom. Do me a favor at some point. Go YouTube search Simpsons Tax Day. It's like a 5-minute clip. And I figure you could appreciate that. I know you've probably seen it before. I don't care. Go do it. Wonk! Yep, that should be a kill. That's what the buff was for. Let's go and scan this sucker. By the way, in that clip, for those of you who know the clip, which I think Venter's just linked, I'm Ned Flanders. For real. That's what I do.
Oh, welcome. Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Well, thank you very, very much, Zion Druid. Obliged and appreciate as always. And yes, the LEGO ISD is absolutely an option. It's even still on the website if you're paying attention. I keep track of it a little bit separate from everything else because it's kind of a separate thing. So I'll add that to the list. Thank you again, Zion Druid. Much obliged, sir. I kind of want to get right up in their grill, so I'm going to do that. Get up there, Meat Fist. Do your... Well, I don't want to be your Emperor. Your Faerun. Do your Faerun proud. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dream Whisper, he's like, I don't want to kill him. And meanwhile, Meat Fist is like, I'm definitely going to kill him. There is no question of his killitude. Honestly, I got the CP. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other attack, too. Why not? Get the acid damage going. We're done here. What's this? This is Dream Whisper. Speaking of Dream Whisper, alright. This is your chance to redeem yourself. That's actually, no. Cash Register ink smells like crap, and it tastes worse. Ugh. So let's do this attack. Get even more acid damage, because that's how that works. And that should be a guaranteed kill. And I swear I'll listen to those lines tonight, Savacon. It's one of the things I have on my schedule tonight. Okay, did we... No, we didn't. Bragwin could kill that if she rolls really well. But first, I need just this guy to really die. Like, really, really, really die. Like, just, I want there to be nothing left. So this is a minimum of 9 damage. He dead. Hey, Coffee Powered. The Pharaoh Surgeon is taking an inventory of the bionics we returned to her. She seems excessively interested in the condition of the corpses. A natural curiosity for all matters fleshly, as I understand it. It is to be hoped she can parlay the data she gathered into making these bionics safe for widespread use amongst the Skitarii. I don't think I'll be volunteering for them. The Necrons are bad enough, but if I were to pick the most terrifying thing about Silver Tenebris, it would be Pharaoh Surgeon Caligulus. She is on our side. A fact for which I am grateful. some more. And now we can deploy another person. Ooh. Let's level Beragman really quick. Refractor generators, huh? I have some of those, don't I? No, I never got one, did I? What does a refractor generator do? Absorb damage for all eyes in range. Might be worth picking up. Now that we have the buff for it. Oh, me too, Mike. What's irritating, so I was going to go ahead and buy the soundtrack, because you can do that. The problem is, in order to buy the soundtrack, you have to have the deluxe edition. There's no upgrade. Right? There's no option to upgrade from normal to deluxe. You just have to buy the deluxe edition. Which, I mean, even at half off, you know. Yeah, I'm not super happy about that. What can you do? Well, someone else was trying it on Steam. And that didn't work there either. That was Alex was trying it on Steam. Did I already? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, it almost feels like an oversight, really. I might check if I could just buy the soundtrack by itself on Steam. Because I don't own the game on Steam. Yeah, let me actually open up Steam really quick here. Because I love the soundtrack. It's hard to get techno, synth, and orchestral choir to work well together, but I think they did a good job. Let's see here. It's going to be W. Hey, there's Dark Crusade. Oh, dude, Mike, do yourself a favor. Look up Warhammer Mechanicus intro on YouTube. It's like a minute and a half. And that just sells the atmosphere of this game right there. I mean, you've been seeing the game in action, so you kind of know what I mean, but... So there is a DLC to upgrade to Omnissiah Edition. That's interesting. Doesn't really help me, because I'd have to buy the game again at that point. Oh, wow. Mixed reviews on the DLC, which we've been playing. No, I agree with that complaint. And that complaint. Damn right, Schmidolf. Now get back to Wake. I guess I can uninstall Armada now. I'm thinking about it. Let's do one more mission. Really quick, really quick. Let's do the one that gives us the generator. That's an old one. Let's go, let's go. Speed running us, let's do it. The potential for corruption in the tomb of Argolek continues to vex me, Magos. The spurting of the incense was not enough. I fear not, Magos. The malevolence of the Necron is overwhelming. The observations on the Tech Cosmos, verse 68. We are derelict in our duty whenever we allow corruption to plague the minds of good men. Yeah, I told you, Mike! That's pretty much what sold a lot of people on this game, because that was the first thing they released about it. Our progress in the tomb makes it possible for us to install a system of Voxcasters in the structure. And what would that achieve? Lingua Technis prayers could be transmitted to the very heart of the Necron's resting place. Our troops would go everywhere, best in the sacred binary of the Omnissiah. Novel concept. I don't know if the jamming frequencies actually work against Necrons, but, you know, whatever. I have considered your plan, and a cohort has been deployed. I have personally selected the prayers of purification and translated them into broad-spectrum binary. I have the Voxcasters plotted. I'm uncertain if this is the risk to our people. Once in possession of unaugmented emotional centers... Excuse me, one in possession of unaugmented emotional centers cannot appreciate the truth of this operation. Gathalamorians 45-7. Above bullets and above blades. Care for your soul above all. Your concerns are noted, but you have your orders. His will be done. Alright, so we're speedrunning this. It looks like we got 2 spots, which sucks, but we're going to go ahead and beeline. We're actually not going to do the glyph. Like I said, we're just beelining. Straight. This is a foul place of Xenos worship. We must shatter the altar. Non-standard material detected. Properties logged for later study. Well, that was the wrong decision. Last time I listened to that guy, jeez. Alright, so we gotta push through 2 missions in about 15 minutes. Let's do this, guys. Survive 3 rounds. Oh my god. Go. Don't even care. Let's go. Let's go. Ragman, wait your turn. What do we got? We've got a dude, and that's it? That can't be right. There's only 1 guy? No, there's 2. Dream Whisperer, go here. Go. Go. Run! Dream Whisperer, run! Rip the information from them. And then kill it! Oh, hang on, sorry, let me hit this button first. Then kill it! Alright, now give us full cognition. Listen, Dream Whisperer. All you need is your faith to carry you. Or do you insist you need something else? Do I need to report you to the heretical board, Dream Whisperer? Ignore the fact that I'm secretly working for the Necrons. Meatfist, go! See, Meatfist is going as slow as you. It's all because I got him the wrong oil, isn't it? I want you to go over here. That'll be worth it. Next round. Survive 2 rounds. I don't think I'm going to make it, guys. I think this is too much. I think they got me. Ugh. 1 damage. Well, the Dark Horse, let's find out. I want you to kill that guy. But I want you to kill him as hard as possible. Okay? So, he's got 2 armor and 5 health. So you need to do 7 damage to this sucker. So let's hit this button and reduce the cost of your next attack, and let's hit this button and add 3 damage to your next attack, and then let's hit this button and do 11 to 13 damage with a 25% chance to crit. Does that answer your question, Dark Horse? I haven't even seen what they're adding, Huthor. Like, I know it has to do with Federation, but that's all I know. What's up, Roger Brock? Hit me. God, Bragwin, there's no reason to even buff anybody right now. Sure, buff everyone with the damage buff. Why not? If an enemy shows up, it's not going to live very long. Enter. Up. 1 guy spawned. No, 2 guys. 2 guys spawn. That's impressive right there. I think crit damage is valued more than anything else. Regibrar. Even more than crit chance. I could be wrong about that, but pretty sure that's what all the builds prioritize. Nice shot, Bragwin! Good, Huthor. I mean, terrifying, but good. Meanwhile, Dream Whisperer just got buffed by Bragwin. So he hits for 11. But yeah, Federation sucked so badly that, if you'll remember, we forbade the use of them during multiplayer games. Hang on a sec, Regibrock. So it looks like you want crit damage, damage, crit damage. Yep, no, you want like quad crit damage across the board, Regibrock. I just double checked. If you want more information, I use that Reddit thread for a lot of my build info on STO. Now that's all min-maxing, but it's a good, you know, starting point if you don't know where you're going. So let's go like right here. Because I think there's going to be a guy who's going to spawn, like, right there, and it's going to be really funny. Man. So I didn't have lunch. The power was out, so I couldn't cook or heat anything. So I'm starting to really feel the lack of food. I need to finish this damn mission. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. An enemy is spawning. Lore shock. Oh, 2 enemies are spawning. Holy crap. Now my objective is kill all enemies. Of course it is. Bragwin. Oh, man. Well, she didn't get a crit. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, Dream Whisperer. If you'd be so kind. Thank you. Appreciate it. A job type? Interesting. Goodbye. Alright, one more mission. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, I keep waiting for the music to get old. It probably would eventually. God, do you have to quote scripture in every... single line of dialogue you have, buddy? Oh, that sucks, Uthor. There's a swarm of scarabs. Retrieve. What's the correct choice? Holy crap, I knew. The Necron can strike our minds as well as our bodies. We must protect them. Meanwhile, he's telling us we should go to even more extensive extents. I suppose that's fair, Huthor, but I actually like playing wide. I enjoy playing tall as a challenge, but my, the thing I would play for fun is wide. God, another new sector. Great. Well, the good news is that we just unlocked something for Bragwin, which would be that. Speaking of which, Bragwin now has the ability to just cast a Canticle, a spell, every combat for free on cooldown with 2 cap, which is just ridiculous. That's just absolutely insane. I'm gonna actually start using spells then. I suppose we'll keep upgrading you. Let's turn you down the healer path, shall we? This is healer path, right? Yep. You mean the Faerun, right, Bragwin? Let's check our missions really quick here. Still only have the 3 bosses. Only, listen to me. Can't kill any of them yet. Well, either way, that's our cutoff point for the day, so let's get a save in. I do want to adjust the pluses and minuses briefly here. So I've been thinking about it. Obviously, I haven't added any pluses or minuses for a while. I think I'm actually going to get rid of one of the positives I was thinking for story, and I'm going to codify one of the positives for voice acting. The voice acting is pretty good when it's there. But honestly, the distinct personalities of the people, it's a little too cookie cutter, and they hit their point. They're basically one-note characters, and that's a little bit too much. I am going to go ahead and codify one of the gameplay positives, which is the main mechanic of time versus upgrades, which I do enjoy the balancing act there. What's that, Kay? I'm not sure about the second music positive. I think I might not do that, honestly. Yes, well, no, because if their personalities were binary, they would have 2 personality points, not just 1. Geek humor. If anything, I'm actually kind of leaning towards giving a story negative for one-dimensional characters. I'll debate that more. We'll see. For now, I'm going to chop off. Like I said, no stream tomorrow, but I will be streaming the usual Lore Week and Streaminations, and then we will be back with this game, excuse me, Sunday afternoon. So I hope to see you guys Sunday.